YouTube, what's good? It's your boy, yo, the best that ever did it. And we back with some great Saturday college hoops too. The best. We got a little bit of games going on today. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's a light schedule for Saturday. Only a couple games. As y'all can see, it's only a little bit of games. We about to kill it today. We about to make so much money this Saturday. Plethora of games to go through and capitalize on. I done went through the schedule already, and I'm telling y'all, I done seen at least 6 games where the wrong team is favorite, and then I'm telling you, we gonna ramp it up times two. Like usually, I do top three picks. If we both go 3-0, we go cash out. I'll send you $20. I'm gonna ramp it up today. If we go both 6-0 combined, I'm gonna find y'all 6 locks today. You must be subscribed, like the video, and comment your top 6 picks as well. If all 6 of them hit with my 6 picks, I'm gonna comment you. I'm gonna cash app you or Zelle $40 for you, and we're gonna be the. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to be the first winner. Let's keep stabbing these boys when they hurt. It hurts the books when we come into these Saturday spots. This is where we become really wealthy. Without further ado, we're gonna go through these teams as fast as possible. Get back, sit right, get your drinks, get your smokes, get whatever you do. Let's kick right into it. We're gonna start off with Penn State, Nebraska. Nebraska's 15-1 at the crib. It's easy money right there. I'm gonna lay the spread with Nebraska. Next up, we got Wake Forest, Hunter Salas and them boys. Andrew Carr versus Virginia with Reese Beekman and Nicole. All of these low scoring dudes, they're depending on their defense to win the game. They're laying 4 points, 13-1 at the crib. Wake Forest is really feisty, man, but they are the weakest on the road. They're 2-6. They're 2-6 on the road. Lost to Pitt. I think if you could lose to Pitt, you could lose to Virginia. I'll lay it with Virginia, but I'm not in love with it. I like Wake Forest as an underdog. Yeah, it's a 3-star play for Virginia right there. I'm not in love with it. I wouldn't be surprised if Wake Forest won that game. Next up, we got TCU as the underdog. The wrong team is favored here versus a K State team, Kansas State. They're laying 2 points, 11-2 at home. TCU is also a winning team on the road, 4-3. Last 10, 6-4. Last 10 for K State, 4-6. Two teams on different trends. I gotta side with Texas. What are they? Texas Christian, right? Yep. TCU, Texas Christian. I gotta go with Texas Christian, man. Give me TCU on the money line. Texas Tech at Iowa State. Now this is a good game right here. I think it's too many points. I gotta side with Texas Tech, and then I think Iowa State wins the game, maybe by 2 or 3 points. I gotta side with Iowa State at home, but Texas Tech to get the damn cover. I'm gonna side with the cover with the. That's just gonna be a 2 possession game at most. Iowa State is gonna win that. Texas A&M at Alabama, and I'm siding with Bama in this one. Bama's done found their stride, 8-2. They were looking questionable early in the year, but now they find their touch. They know who to distribute the ball to. Mark Sears is stepping up. Aaron Estrada stepping up. Grant Nelson stepping up. All of them boys is finding their groove and what position the team needs them to be. All of these stars had to mesh and get cohesive. Now they found that cohesion. Give me the Alabama Crimson Tide to start rolling these boys come playoff time. Give me Alabama Tide. I'm gonna lay the number. 4-4 is Texas A&M. They will not go away easily in this game. This is not no slight team you're just playing if you're Alabama, but I think they do get the number cover at the very end. They cover at least by 8 or 9. And Creighton, Butler, I gotta go with Creighton. Butler's cool though. Don't get me wrong. Butler might be a sneaky underdog. Watch out for this one. Tread lightly on this one. I would not be betting this. But if I had to pick a game, I would have to pick a team. I would have to pick Creighton. Butler's nice, but they when you see these two teams meet off earlier in the year and it wasn't pretty. When you play Creighton, it wasn't pretty for Creighton. Creighton was having a full-time headache with these boys. It was not a pretty victory like we used to seeing Creighton do every time. It was 99-98, way over the total. But when you see this team came right off of that, beat up on these two next teams, you think it's going to be a good revenge spot for Butler. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Give me Creighton and get the job done. Season sweep. Richmond at GW. G Dub. G Dub. That's my team right there, man. We rode them last game and got our ass smushed. I'm gonna be honest. We rode them last game and got our ass smushed. They on a 5, probably more than 5 actually, 6, 7 game non-covering streak. 7 games in a row they haven't covered their number. They're terrible right now. 7 game losing streak as well. Richmond's coming this one 8-2. They found their touch. When you played this team earlier, you had beat them by 8 at home. Covered the number by 1, right on the nose. I think Richmond's gonna do it again. Richmond's gonna go in there and handle business. I gotta side with Richmond. It's time for me to fade my team, GW. Go with Richmond in that one. Texas, Houston. I'm going with Texas plus the 10. Houston to win. 13-0. Houston will win the game, but it will be a very close game. 10 points is way too much. This was just a competitive game. It went to overtime last game. Next up, we got Florida, Georgia. Go with me, Florida. Florida's gonna beat these boys by more than 5. Florida's been found their stride. 7-3 in the last 10. Georgia's mediocre. They're not really who we think they are. You know what I mean? They started off hot. Georgia's really just a non-conference team beating up on lesser conferences. You know what I mean? But when they get in conference play, we know who they are. Give me Florida. I'll lay the spread. 4.5-star play right there. Florida is a comfortable pick. Next up, VMI Citadel. And I don't want to touch this game at all. If I had to pick, I would pick VMI just because they're that weak and they're just both that weak. If I could be able to compare you and I don't feel comfortable with picking you against the weakest team in the conference, then I'm going to have to pick the underdog in this one. Give me the points with VMI. It's SFA, SFPA, Farley Dickinson. Give me Farley Dickinson. We fading SFPA every rip. I'll lay the points. I like Farley Dickinson in the first half on the money line. Robert Morris, Wright State, and we're going with Robert Morris on the fucking cover. Robert Morris has looked awful in the last 5. Wright State hasn't been the world beaters either. You know what I'm saying? When they played Robert Morris, it was a 20. Whatever they win by 20. 25. Man, they won exactly by 25. I think this is one of those games where you get the revenge angle coming in. Robert Morris played Youngstown State, lost by 10. Beat Milwaukee by 11. Took Wisconsin Green Bay to overtime, lost. Oakland lost them by 15. Man, Cleveland State at their house, lost by 2. I think they got a cover in them on a sneaky Saturday, a feisty Saturday. This is a game that will be closer than motherfuckers expect. Next up, IPFW, Detroit Mercy. Detroit Mercy just got their first win. IPFW is so fraudulent as well. Bro, these boys are so fraudulent. This is like fool's gold. If you taking this team, they've only beaten NKU and Youngstown State by 4. Luckily, in conference, they played Detroit Mercy, beat them by 40. Damn near 40, 35. Detroit Mercy's coming this one after their first win of the season after 26 losses in a row. Beat one of the weaker teams in the conference, Iwapui. And I think it's right back to losing for them boys. But I'm taking Detroit Mercy plus the 9. It's just that much of a bad team for IPFW. Yes, they beat them by 40. I think Detroit Mercy sticks it out, maybe put the 2 in a row together. Give me Detroit Mercy plus the 9, but it's a 2-star play. I don't even like that play at all. Navy at Boston, and I'm going with Boston in this one. Navy is not really like that. Navy is really bad. Navy couldn't really handle Army. You know what I mean? Like, look at when they played the Army. They took overtime, and they still lost on the road. Then when they played them early in the year, they only won by 4. Come on, man. Boston coming in this one. They only beat Boston by 2 last time, 60-62. Give me the under and give me Boston to get the revenge at home. UMBC coming in this one is a pick 'em basically against Albany, and I'm going with Albany. Albany is the better team, better roster. This over-under total is at 177.5. As you can see, last time they played, they were in triple digits for both teams. But this is absolutely absurd. Yes, I know they could get into the high 90s, high 80s. I just think it's too much points for both teams. Both teams aren't the best scoring teams in the world. It's just the pace they play at. I think we get under the total and give me Albany to get the season series evened out. Because UMBC did catch that W out on the road. I think they get the revenge done here. Next up, we got Fordham, Dayton. And I'm going with Dayton at the crib. Fordham is not really good against good teams. They only able to beat up on the bad teams. I seen that when they played earlier this year. Fordham, they didn't even look like they was competitive. If they didn't play this year. Then when I seen them last play, Dayton got on that with their ass. Dayton is one of them teams that you want to watch out for at home. They are 20-4, 16 rank in the world. When you see this team go on the road against the Duquesne, they're losing by 9. Rhode Island, they catch a W. St. Bon's catch a W. Caught a W against GW. But lost to St. Bonnie's by 18 at home. Yes, they playing better on the road, but Fordham is not going to stick up with a team like Dayton for the full 40 minutes. Give me Dayton. I don't want to lay that many points, but I got to take them on the money line, at least first half. Dayton. Loyola Maryland at Lehigh. Lehigh is not it. Or Loyola Maryland. But I would side with Lehigh if I had to pick a team in this one. It's a stay away type of game. But I would pick Lehigh in that one. Lehigh is the better team. Army, Holly Cross. And I'm sliding with the Army. Black Knights. They're 8-4 on the road, covering wise against the spread. I think it's just they might be the underdogs in this one, and if they're the underdogs, I'm going with Army in that one. 3-star play. Towson at Hampton. Hampton's 12-point underdogs. We said Hampton was going to win their last game. Look what happened. 20-point thrallop. Let's go with fucking I gotta side with Towson in this one. They're that bad. They're just waiting on next season at this point. They've been waiting on next season, matter of fact. They've only got one win against Howard on a neutral court. I don't think they're ready for Towson, man. They're not even ready for William and Mary. That's crazy to see that you're not ready for William and Mary. Give me Towson, I'll lay the spread. Northeastern at Hofstra, and I'm going with Hofstra to lay the number. We rolled Hofstra last game. They lost by 2, but they got the cover. Covered for Peoples, but when you see Northeastern play teams like this earlier on, they stuck it close, but that was at home for Northeastern. And now I think this is where they're at their strongest at home. They got a Towson win, Stony Brook win, Delaware win. They beat some good teams at home this year, including USF. Who else they beat? Yeah, they played a lot of road games on the road early on in the year. This is where they comfortable at home crowd advantage. Give me Hofstra, I'll lay the number. Valparaiso, Missouri State. Missouri State is going to take the game. Money line, but it's a little bit too many points for Missouri State, though. Longwood at Presbyterian. Presbyterian is one of those teams that's sneaky good. I don't like to pick against them, but I don't like choosing them to win either. It's like a love-hate relationship. I'll side with Longwood in that one. It's the better team. But Presbyterian probably would get it done at home. Give me Presbyterian in that one. Final answer. Give me Presbyterian money line. I think they got enough home advantage for that. Arkansas at Mississippi State. Mississippi State's 9-2. Talou Smith and those boys and DJ Jeffries coming in this one. They already played this team, I remember earlier. Arkansas. Oh, no, that was South Carolina. Yeah, these two teams haven't played yet. Arkansas damn near coming in this one as a damn mild underdog because they just won. last game, or else this would have been like a 16, 17 point spread. It's at 13. These boys is not winning no games. They only beat up on TAM. Lost to Georgia by 10. Lost to LSU by 21. I gotta side with State, Mississippi State. They gonna get the job done by double digits. UMass, LaSalle. Give me UMass. I'll lay the number. LaSalle is god awful. They can't find a way to win a game. Whatever's on the line. Florida Gulf Coast, Stetson. Give me Stetson. 9-1 at the crib. Florida Gulf Coast is a mockery of a basketball team. They probably should start sticking to their bowling team. They probably better than their basketball team. Give me Stetson Hatters in that one. That's an easy money line pick. By BYU, buy yourself University. They buy buckets when they get. I'm telling you, when they at home, they be buying buckets. But when they go on the road, they're 2-4, 1-5, covering a number. I gotta go with OK State. This is a damn wrong team favorite. Out on the road. Yes, they are the better team, but only at home. This is a team that's not the same team when they're on the road. Give me OK State at home. Money line. Northern Illinois at Kent State. And I'm going with Kent State. Kent State's trying to find little thicker things. NIU is only able to beat those teams like Buffalo, the little bullshit teams in the conference. NIU's every time they step up, they fail big. Give me Kent State. I'll lay the spread. Akron at Buffalo, and I'm going with Akron to get a 20-point victory. Buffalo is the worst team in the conference. They played each other earlier this year. It was a thrall-up 17. Wait, what was that? Yeah, 17-point victory. 17-point victory for Akron. I think they do it again. Easy. Next up, we got who we got next? Damn, we got hella good games. Marshall at Coastal Carolina, and I'm going with Marshall in this one. Marshall kept it damn near fair at the beginning of the game with App State, but you know App State's too good. We were on them. I think they beat up on this team earlier this year at home. Easy money. Marshall should be able to do that shit again. Give me Marshall, but I'm not in love with it. 2.5 star play. Delaware at North Carolina A&T. Delaware is gonna beat them boys, but I will say North Carolina A&T will keep the game fairly competitive. If they are one of those teams like Delaware beat them by 19 earlier on over the total, 90-70. I gotta go again. Like you see how this spread is at 142. They had a 90-70 game. That's 160 off bat. That's 20 points over the total. I keep saying this every video, when the bookies have the spread off by 15 or more points, that's what I'm looking at as a lock. I'm gonna lock this up. Give me the over in this game. North Carolina A&T and Delaware over the total. This will get in the 70s by the fucking 12-minute mark in the second half. Give me the over. North Carolina A&T. I like Delaware to win the game outright. North Carolina A&T to cover. Campbell at Drexel, and I'm going with Drexel. Drexel's better at home. We tried to fade Drexel last game, and they got the job done against Hofstra. Campbell, I said we was going to ride Campbell last game, and they just lost by 1 point, covered the number for us, did they thing for us. We rode Campbell last game. I do think this is a little bit too many points. I'm going to ride Campbell again. Drexel is a low-scoring team. Campbell is not a high-scoring team. I like the under in this game. I really love the under. It's not getting out of the 130s. Give me the under and give me Campbell to cover in a low-scoring game. Virginia Tech at North Carolina. UNC. Virginia Tech's feisty. Give me the over in this one. No defense will be played in this game. Virginia Tech has no defense whatsoever. 1-6 on the road. They're going to let UNC do whatever they do when the crowd gets electric. UNC should win this game by 10 points. I'll lay the spread, and I like the over. Duke at Florida State. Duke's coming in this one hot. They came off of we rode them last game after they lost. They you know what I'm saying? They lost against UNC. We rode them last 2 games. We knew Wake Forest was gonna keep it close, but they weren't gonna win. BC is not on their level. We faded them against BC, covered the number. And when you seen this team play, did they play earlier? Florida State, no, they didn't play this team yet. It's gonna be new blood out. Florida State coming to this one looking like a loser, losing to Virginia Tech and Virginia. Then they lost to Louisville out on the road. BC by only on 1 point. If they didn't win that 1 point game, they would be on a 5-game losing streak. They're not the best team in the conference at all by any stretch of the imagination. I gotta side with Duke in this one as a fair, mild favorite. On the road, give me Duke. I'll take them on the money line. Samford at Mercer, and I'm landing with Samford. Mercer is not really. I'm telling you, Samford is running laps around these boys. They already beat them by 7, 80-87. Samford is. Hey, Mercer's got much better. Give him credit though, y'all. Give him credit. Give him credit, man. Mercer is much improved from the last 2 years. We was automatically fading Mercer every game for the last 2 years, and now they've showed competitiveness to this year, but they're not nowhere near as good as Samford. I'll lay the number. Give me Samford to win a big time game right there. Stonehill at Lemoyne. And Lemoyne been looking decent last couple games. I'm taking Lemoyne against Stonehill, weak ass. 17 tries to win 1 game on the road, and they failed all 17. 1-9 in their last 10. They're hitting at 10% on the money line. 3 games won on the year out of 27. There's just too many bads. They're like the worst team in the world right now in Division 1. They're about 362 ranked. Let's actually see where they're ranked at in the world. Let's see where they're ranked at together. You know what I'm saying? It's about 360. Go all the way to the bottom for they silly ass. Hold on. Type in Stonehill, man. Stonehill is 359 out of 362 schools. So it's only 3 teams worse than them out of 360. 2, Lemoyne, super ass as well, but they're not as bad as them boys. Give me Lemoyne. Easy money. Bucknell coming in this one slight underdogs, I believe. Colgate's going to be laying a ridiculous number because they're on a 10-game win streak. Maybe even more than that. 9-2 at the crib. I'm going with Colgate. Bucknell is not really good at all on the road. They're 6-8. 10-16 as a whole. Played Bucknell and they won by 11 already. I think they do it twice. Lightning strikes twice against Bucknell. Wisconsin at Iowa, and I'm siding with Wisconsin. Even though I don't like Wisconsin like that, they're super inconsistent, super hit or miss. Iowa is worse than them. Iowa is not enough talent on the team for them. Gotta go with Wisconsin in this game. Give me Wisconsin, and I like the over. St. John's, getting 2. St. Joseph's, St. Joseph's getting 2.5. Versus Duquesne. Duquesne is not really the best Duquesne we've seen. And they have Day Grant and Co. When they played this team earlier, it was a 2-point game. Easy money on the under. Didn't even get into the 140s. Got right to 140. Right on the nose, 140. Look at this shit. They know what they be doing with these numbers. Now they put it at 146 again. I think it's even more defense played on this one. Give me the under again. I like the under again as we see a similar game to last game with Loyola, Illinois. Yeah, give me the under. I think Duquesne could get the revenge here. Let me get Duquesne on the money line. I'll take Duquesne on the money line and the under. UVM, and I seen this spread earlier. It was like 3 points. It's gonna go up by fucking spread. Get this shit early right now. This is the second lock of the day. Vermont. I'm taking them on the spread on the road. Give me Vermont, best team in the conference. Youngstown State at Cleveland. Give me Youngstown State. Cleveland State's too hit or miss, and they're not even that good. Youngstown State should get the job done. I on the road. Iwapui, who lost to these Detroit Mercy, coming in this one, getting 21 against Oakland, and I'm going with Oakland. Later number. Played this boys earlier, won by 22, laying 12. Now they got the number right on the nose. Give me the same boys to strike them boys again twice. LIU, the Sharks. The Sharks just have a great game last game. Went to overtime. Still lost, man. They I told y'all they was gonna keep it close. The Sharks they be picking their spots at home. But I gotta side with my boys. Merrimack to get the season sweep. They just came off an overtime game with the same team. And it was overtime too. Let's see how many points they scored in overtime. The total was at 135. It was only 15 points scored in overtime. And the total was at 161. I like the over in this game again. Give me the over. Ain't no defense gonna be played. LIU. Merrimack is letting LIU score 79 points. Give me the over again. It's not gonna be no defense. Abilene Christian SFA. You already know SFA got the job done. They're gonna do it again. SFA to win the game by 10. Florida, Illinois, International, at fucking Louisiana Tech. And Louisiana Tech's only laying 15. I thought this would be at least 18, 19. As you see, these boys played when they played. They didn't play. Yeah, they didn't even play. Give me my boys to get the fucking upset victory. They finna upset FIU. FIU's coming in this one thinking they got a shot. They about to lead them with an upset-ass mindset. Louisiana Tech. I knew they played already, man. Beat the dog shit out of these boys by damn near 40. I knew they played. Yeah, we taking them boys on the spread again. I thought this was going to be closer to 20. That's why I said that. Give me Louisiana Tech, and I'm taking them up to 20 points. Mississippi Valley, 0-24, still winless. So Detroit Mercy is better than them now. First, Alabama A&M, and I'm taking Alabama A&M. New Mexico State, Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky Hilltoppers land 10, and I'll take him on the spread. 0-11 is New Mexico State. They can't win a road game. They won't start here. Marquette at UConn. UConn's 23-2, number 1 in the world right now. And I'm siding with UConn in this one, man. UConn is nice. Marquette's nice too, don't get me wrong. Marquette's nice. If you want to take somebody points on this game, take that nigga Tyler Collect on Marquette. He's going to get his points total over. Give me UConn to get the outright victory, though. 13-0 at the crib, spotless. 10-0 at the last 10. And they do the damn thing when they at home, man. Marquette struggles on the road. That's where they struggle the most. Rice at Tulsa, and I'm going with Tulsa. Both teams slumping right now. 3-7 on the road. 3-7 on the last 10. 3-7 at the last 10 for both teams. But Tulsa at home, 8-4 and 2 pushes at home. Profitable at home against the number. I'm laying a number here against a mediocre Rice team. Texas State, USM, Southern Mississippi. And I'm going with Texas State in this one. I'm not a USM fan. USM is super overrated. Good colors, good jerseys. They ass suck. Give me Texas State to get the outright victory. I seen what Texas State did earlier to Sam Houston State on the road. I can trust Texas State on the road. I can. LSU at South Carolina. And that Texas State game is a 4-star play. I'm not scared of USM. Do not let this record fool you. LSU, South Carolina. South Carolina's laying 8. They're 13-1. They are the better team. LSU looks lost at times, especially on the road. 1-6. Gotta go with South Carolina in this one. boys. Back in this joint. Have to take a little interval real quick. Let's continue strolling through these games. NJIT is looking like the fucking favorite, slight home favorite. Binghamton's not better than them at all. Give me NJIT at home. Davidson at St. Bonnie's, and St. Bonnie's is laying 6.5, 7, basically 7. Davidson is only catching a little 6.5 after they came into this one. After beating LaSalle, losing to George Mason only by 2, beat Duquesne on the road, lost to Illinois Loyola on the road, beat SLU, beat Fordham. Man, look, Davidson is not the best Davidson team this year. I gotta side with St. Bonnie's, but I think Davidson keeps it a 2-possession game. St. Bonnie's will win the game. Davidson will cover. Bowling Green at EMU. Give me Bowling Green. This is a much improved Bowling Green team as well. I don't like either of these teams, though. We used to fade Bowling Green every chance we get. But Bowling Green is much improved this year. EMU is even worse. Give me Bowling Green to get the job done. On the money line, Ball State at Miami of Ohio. And Ball State's a sneaky team, man. They're a 50-50 team, 5-5, super stout. Against the spread, they're 13-9. Miami of Ohio is pretty solid, average, below average, super mediocre. When these two teams faced off, it was an overtime game over the spread. 167-point game, 23 points scored in overtime. So it was at a 140, basically. Went over by 24 points because of overtime. As you can see, all of these last couple games has been all under the total. All been under the total. I got to go with the under in this one again. Both teams trending towards the under. 2 of the last 5 games went under for these boys. Bowling Green, NIU's only teams that could go over with these dudes. Ohio went over because of overtime. They're really supposed to be 3-2 to the under. I like the under. Give me Miami of Ohio to get the job done. It's no true road advantage for Ball State. Give me Miami of Ohio at home. ETSU at Western Carolina, and I'm going Western Carolina. They also been on a fucking slump, Western Carolina, but they're the much better team, much more way better coach team. Super sound when it's against a slower opponent like ETSU, who has no offensive rhythm. Easy money win for these boys. Western Carolina is going to get the job done by double digits. I'll lay the spread. Lafayette at American. Lafayette was on a heater to start off the conference. They took a couple losses. Americans looking to be a bully today. Give me American at home. Lafayette starts to go back on their losing ways. NCCU, North Carolina Central at Howard, and I'm going with North Carolina Central. I hope Howard's the favorite because I'm fading Howard. I'm fading Howard for the rest of the year. Give me an NCCU, North Carolina Central on the money line. Sacred Heart at Wagner. And I'm going with Sacred Heart, man. I done trusted Wagner too many times this year for them to burn me. We did pick Wagner last game, and they got the super slight victory against these weak-ass boys right here, SFPA. They shouldn't have not went to overtime with a team like that. Sacred Heart hasn't played these teams. Oh, yes, they have. They lost by 5 already when they played under the total, under 130. I think we get an under again. Give me the under and give me Sacred Heart win the game again. Hawaii at UC Santa Barbara. And I'm going with Santa Barbara at the crib. Hawaii is good when they're at home at the nighttime. When they play the daytime games, I got to go with Santa Barbara. Bethune-Cookman and Alcorn. Give me Alcorn at home. Delaware State, my bad. Delaware State at Coppin State, and I'm going with Delaware State all day long. Coppin State is no way in hell you're beating Delaware State. They're that bad. 2-19. As Southern Indiana versus Little Rock, and I'm going with Little Rock in this one. Little Rock's on a heater right now. We faded them last game and they beat us by fucking 1 point. When you played this team, SIU, earlier, it was only a 2-point victory. It went over the total super slightly. I gotta side with these boys. Little Rock to win the game. USI to cover the spread. North Dakota State at Denver. And I'm going with North Dakota State. Denver's been slumping bad. They don't have any true home prowess anymore. It's no home advantage. They don't have a home crowd advantage. Give me North Dakota State on the money line. McNeese State at Nicholls State. Nicholls is not the better team here. They're getting 10 points at home. But I think they keep it close, man. Give me Nicholls to show a little fight. I'll get McNeese to get the money line victory. But I think Nicholls keeps it close, man. Nicholls going to keep it close. They're going to show a little fight in this game. Give me Nicholls to cover. Give me Nicholls to cover. And give me McNeese to win the game outright. Stony Brook came in this one to do a big win last game against Monmouth, who was getting they coattails pulled by fucking Campbell. I got to side with Stony Brook. I got to side with Stony Brook in this one. I'll come out there. Anyway, let's go. We finna go finish this damn video. Ooh, got some good ass food. Let's go. Let's really turn up now. Kansas coming in this one. Oh yeah, I'm going with Stony Brook in the last game. Stony Brook money line. Kansas, Oklahoma, and I'm going with Oklahoma until Kansas is fully healthy again. Massachusetts, UMass, Lowell at Bryant. I'm going with Bryant at home to get the job done. UMass Lowell has burned us in a couple games in the recent ones. I gotta side with the home team. Home team advantage for Bryant. They've been able to beat FAU. They could beat UMass at home. South Carolina State, man, these boys fell off the cliff. They were damn near a good money-making team. They're still 9-4 against the spread, profitable on the road, covering the spread-wise, but they fell off a damn cliff, man. 2-11 money line on the road. Give me Norfolk in this one, man. I'll lay the number. Cincinnati at UCF, and we told people Cincinnati should not have been favored the last game. They're not good in the conference. They're going to be good out of conference. They're not ready for the Big 12. I'm telling people that. UCF is going to win a game outright at the home court. UCF is winning this game at home. Arkansas State, South Alabama. Give me Arkansas State. South Alabama, I'm not a fan. They don't have any defense. And their offense is super hit or miss, questionable. They go too cold. Man, I like the under in that game. Give me the under in that game. Have these two teams played already? Nope. But I love the under in this game. The last 5 games have all been unders. I'm going with the under in that game. No, they're not finna light the scoreboard up. USA is not that good. Miami, Florida at Boston College now. This is a good game right here. Boston College is good at home. 9-4, and Wooga Poplar and them boys in Miami is the weakest on the road. But I think Miami is still the better team. Give me Miami in that one. Morgan State Bears at UMass, and I'm going with Morgan State at the house. That's a 4-star play. UMass is not a real Division I team. SIU Edwardsville coming in this one as a big winners last game, and I'm taking them again. They're laying 11. I'll lay the points. SEMO is that bad. They're 0-12 on the road. There's no reason to take them. Charleston Southern, 8-16, 2-10 on the road. UNC Asheville, aka UNC Cashville, got a 2-point victory. Like I said, Presbyterian is sneaky. Presbyterian kept it very close. Earlier in the year, played this Charleston Southern team, won by 6, laying 10. Now you're laying about the same number again, laying 10, I imagine. I think you get it this time. They're covering this time because on the road, yes, Charleston Southern is 9-6, but not against these type of teams. Morehead State at Tennessee Martin, UT Martin, and I'm going with Morehead State, going back to the well. I'm laying the 4 points with Morehead State. They shouldn't have even had a competitive game last game with Little Rock, but KK fucking Thompson or whatever his last name is, Robinson, KK Robinson just fucking lit the board up, man. It happens. Morehead State's to bounce back big time in this game. Double-digit wins. UL Lafayette, Raging Cajuns, we were on them last game. They did their damn thing. We told, we kept saying in our head, let's go Raging Cajuns next game. And they instantly came and did what they had to do. Played James Madison, only lost by 7. App State, 12-0 at the crib. It's hard to keep being undefeated at the crib when times like this come around, when it's getting close to March Madness. I think if you could let this Georgia Southern team in the back door compete with you, only beat Texas State by 7, UL Lafayette is way better than both of them. Give me UL Lafayette to cover the spread. Might win the game outright. I'm taking UL Lafayette in that one. Lipscomb, Central Arkansas. Give me Lipscomb, Central Arkansas. We rolled them last game, and they did not do good. You know what I mean? There was a perfect chance for them to win. Austin Peay came out and handled them by 10. I got to go with Lipscomb to do the same thing. Gardner-Webb at USC Upstate, and I'm going with Gardner-Webb in that one. Texas TAM Commerce versus A&M Corpus Christi. I'm going with Corpus Christi in this one at home. But I know it's going to be a competitive game. It depends on what the number is. If it's anything over 8 points, I'm taking Commerce. But anything under 8, I'm taking Christi and laying it. Houston Christian at C-Law. And I'm taking C-Law in that one, but I don't love it. 2-star play. Lindenwood at EIU. I'm taking EIU. Lindenwood's not a real Division I school. Give me EIU. I'm laying the points. Western Illinois, Tennessee State. We seen this matchup earlier in the season. This was a very good game the first time around. As you can see, it's a 1-point victory. Man, this is a fucking good game. But as like I said, this damn near went under the. They dropped it down by 10 points now. This was at 140 last time they went. It was a 50-50 game. I think we see another low-scoring game, but I think we get over the total. I think the books are trying to catch up too much. I think we get over this total. Give me the over and Western Illinois to get the job done. Again, I think Tennessee State is good at home too, but Western Illinois is 9-6 on the road as well. 10-5 covering the number. Western Illinois is trustworthy. I'm sliding with my Leathernecks all year long. Give me the Leathernecks to get the job done. UNC, Northern Colorado versus the Sacramento State team. And I'm going with Northern Colorado. Easy money. Take Northern Colorado minus the 6. Idaho State's laying 2 against Idaho Vandals. Give me Idaho State again. The Vandals always win this matchup. I've been seeing for the last 5 years or some shit like that. The Vandals always win this matchup, but not this year. They already played. Idaho State got the best of them. Gotta give them again. Give me Idaho State. Get the best of them twice. Lightning strikes twice. Weber State at Eastern Washington. We were on Eastern Washington and Weber State last game. Eastern Washington got the job done so good. They got it done for us, 88-82. Weber State played Eastern Washington, lost by 2 at the crib. Laying 5 over the total. And I'm going with Washington in this one again, man. Washington's just better. They're a better team, better defense. Weber State's not ready on the road. Super hit or miss on the road covering wise. Gotta go with them in a slow last possession type of wins type game. I gotta go with the home team, Eastern Washington. Lamar at New Orleans. Give me Lamar in that one. Riverside at UC Davis. I'm going with UC Davis. Riverside is terrible. Arkansas Pine Bluff, Alabama State. Give me Alabama State in that one. I like Alabama State this year. Give me Alabama State. UL Monroe at Troy, and I'm landing points with Troy. 4.5-star play. They're going to win this game by 20 points. That's a 4.5-star play. Damn near a lock. Utah State at Colorado State. I'm going with Utah State. Colorado State's frauds. They got held to 11 points in the second half like they're a women's team. Give me Utah State plus the 6. Lock. That's a 5-star play. Illinois at Maryland, and I'm going with Maryland at home. Illinois, that's my team. Y'all know I'm Illinois down. But when they go on that road, boy, they find ways to choke. Give me Maryland on the money line. 4-star play. I'm very confident in Maryland. And I like the under in that game too. Syracuse at Georgia Tech, and I'm going with Georgia Tech in this one. Bayandongo. Take Bayandongo's point total over on Georgia Tech, and I gotta go with Georgia Tech at that one. And Syracuse is not good. They just came off the huge upset win against UNC. Classic letdown spot. Give me Georgia Tech. Baylor at West Virginia, and I'm going with Baylor. Baylor's miles better than this team. West Virginia got beat by 12 points by Monmouth. Baylor's could do the same team. Double-digit win for Baylor. 5-star play. That's a lock. Grambling at Texas Southern, and I'm going with Grambling in this one. Grambling's a little bit better, a little bit more trustworthy. Give me Grambling. Dartmouth at Cornell. Cornell 8-0 at home. Give me Cornell, later number. UTEP, Middle Tennessee. Give me UTEP. Even though they 0-8, I just can't side with this Middle Tennessee State. Middle Tennessee State is not really like that. Give me UTEP. I done trusted UTEP a couple times this year and cashed out on them. Give me UTEP. UK, Kentucky versus Auburn. And Rupp Arena has been at the damn threshold. Give me Auburn to get a home loss in this one. If Kentucky could lose at home, Auburn can do the same. Give me Auburn to lose the game. I'm taking UK plus the 8, though. That's a 5-star play. That's a lock. Vanderbilt, Tennessee. Give me Tennessee later 20. Harvard at Columbia. Give me Harvard in that one. I'm taking Harvard to cover the spread. We took Columbia last game, cashed out. Harvard stayed close in that last game as well. Give me Columbia though. To lose the game, I gotta go with Harvard. Brown at Pennsylvania. Brown kept it very close against the last team we took them against as well. And they fucking beat Princeton, man. Brown just coming off that Princeton win. Give me Brown to win the game again against Penn. Northwestern State at Incarnate Word, and I'm going with Northwestern State in that one. Incarnate Word is at the home, 3-3 at home, but Northwestern has more wins on the road than they have. The same amount of wins on the road is the same amount of wins that they have at home. Give me Northwestern State to cover the spread. Georgia Southern at JMU. JMU is going to beat these boys by at least 40. JMU land 20. That's a 5-star play. That's a lock. Stanford at Washington State. And I'm going with Washington State in this one. Washington State slept on. Give me Washington State on the money line. Lock. 5-star play. FA, FAMU versus Jackson State. And I'm going with Jackson State in this one. FAMU is god-awful. Southern at Prairie View. Prairie View is not going to win the game. Give me Southern. I'll lay the number. Louisville at Pittsburgh. I like the over in this game off back. Louisville and Pittsburgh is always a good over. They play already. Yep. Easy over. That shit was at 144. It was 83 to 70. It was a 153. So it went over by 9 points. Now it's already at 150. They already know it's going to be over. Give me the over again. That's the strongest play in that one. NAU at Portland State. And I'm going with NAU again. I took NAU last game. They came through big time for us. Beat these shitball team. They playing Portland State. We faded Portland State last game as well. As you can see, they got their ass handed to them earlier by this team by 20 as a 5-point underdog. Like I said, when the books are off by more than 15 points, spread or total, give me NAU on the money line. That's a 5-star play. NAU money line. Big bang for your buck right there. NAU will win the game. EKU, Bellarmine. Give me EKU. I'll lay the number. Fullerton at UC San Diego. I'm going with San Diego laying a 10. Fullerton, we tried to take them last game. It was a nail biter. Give me UC San Diego. I'll lay the 10. Western Michigan, Central Michigan. Give me Central Michigan in that one. UNC Greensboro, Wofford. I gotta go with UNC Greensboro. Wofford lost they had a very competitive game with VMI. That was the only team I needed. That's the only team I needed. They had an overtime game with VMI, laying 16 points. I can't trust Wofford. Give me UNC Greensboro on the outright victory. Radford at High Point. I'm going with High Point. They've been on a different number. They've been on a different fucking heater this year. 21-6, top notch in the conference. They about to blow. They about to blow them boys down like some smoke. Radford is not sticking with them. Georgia State at ODU, and I'm going with Georgia State. ODU is not the. They shouldn't even be looking at any more games this year. They should be waiting on next year. Give me Georgia State with a little bit more to fight for. Indiana State at Southern Illinois, SIU. And I'm going with Indiana State in that one. SIU's only 4.5 point underdogs. Give me Indiana State plus the fucking minus the 4.5. They beat Belmont, they beat Drake, they beat Bradley, all the best teams in the conference. Haven't played this team yet. They did lose to Illinois State on the upset, but SIU's is not ready for this team though. Give me Indiana State on the bounce back game. Elon at UNC Wilmington. Give me UNC Wilmington. I'll lay the 16 with them. Liberty's coming into town against Sam Houston, and Liberty's the better team in this one. Sam Houston chokes. They damn near can't hold any lead against anybody. Give me Liberty to I'll lay the 4.5 star play. Borderline lock. Fresno State at Boise State. I'm taking Boise. UT Arlington and UTVR. I'm taking UT Arlington in that one. UT Rio Grande Valley is fucking a 9-point underdog at home for a reason. DePaul at Providence, and I'm taking Providence lay the spread. North Carolina State. North Carolina State, boy, they nice, but they not nice on the road. Give me Clemson all later. I'm not laying the points with Clemson though. They can't cover nothing. 6-6 at home for covering. Give me North Carolina State to keep it a 2-possession game, but I think Clemson wins the game late. North Dakota State at Nebraska Omaha. Give me my boys. I gotta go with the Jackrabbits in this one. Give me the Jackrabbits to get right on the road. South Dakota State at St. Thomas, Minnesota. Man, St. Thomas is decent this year, man, but that's a little bit much points. That's a little bit too many points. I might take South Dakota to cover the spread, even because it was an overtime when we seen this damn game last time. I'm thinking it's going to be a close game again. Give me the South Dakota Coyotes to cover the spread. Cali Baptist at Grand Canyon. I'm going with Grand Canyon. We tried to take Cali Baptist last game against the weak-ass team like Utah Valley, and then they lost 46-69. Terrible. Give me Grand Canyon and blow numbers past these boys. Yale at Princeton, and I'm taking Yale. Yale is proven to be better. Princeton just lost to Keno Lilly Jr. himself. Northern Kentucky at Milwaukee, and I'm going with Kentucky in this one. Even though they suck on the road, Milwaukee is a super inconsistent team. Give me Northern Kentucky to get the job done. We just rolled on last game. California at Washington, and UCal did their thing for us last game, getting the over. We took them over the total. That was a 5-star play, a lock. One of our 3 locks of the day, and that shit hit. I think we get right over the total again. If they keep on playing these boys like they can't get under, over the total. This first game was 77-75, 152. Now they got it at 145 still. I think we get over the total in this one again. North Dakota coming this one as the slight underdogs, and I'm taking North Dakota on the money line. Wrong team favorite, 5-star play. Give me North Dakota. Fighting Hawks. Long Beach State and against CSUN Matadors. Give me Long Beach State in this one. Michigan State, Michigan. Give me Michigan State. Austin Peay, North Alabama. Give me North Alabama at home. Utah Valley at Southern Utah, and I'm taking Utah Valley, even though I don't like them this year at all. Utah Valley, Southern Utah is not really on their level. Both teams bad. Both teams bad. But both teams are mediocre at covering, decent to decent. You know what I mean? Like slight decent at covering. I gotta go with UVU. Mizzou at Ole Miss, and Mizzou last 10 games have been losses. Give me Ole Miss at home. Pacific at Gonzaga, they're getting 31, 29 points now, and I was gonna lay it all day long. I think they win by 40, 50. Give me Gonzaga, I'll lay the spread. San Francisco, LMU, and I'm taking LMU plus the 8. San Francisco is damn good. The defense is true. But I seen what they did last game against Gonzaga, LMU. I think they could keep it competitive again. Montana State at Grizz. Give me Grizz. Money line. Seattle at Utah Tech, aka Dixie State. And I'm going with Seattle on the road. That's a lock. Money line. Fucking Arizona State at Arizona. Arizona's laying 18.5. 12-0. I'm taking Arizona. I don't know if they win by 18.5 though. But they damn sure can. Give me Arizona State, I'll lay the spread. Colorado laying 1.5 on the road, and keep fading USC every game. Give me Colorado, lay the 2, that's a 5-star play. They keep pricing USC as like they're a good team, bro. Give me Colorado, that's a 5-star play. Oregon at Oregon State, give me Oregon. Bakersfield at UC Irvine. Give me UC Irvine. I like Bakersfield to cover the spread, though. Santa Clara at San Diego, and I'm going with San Diego at home. They going to stop sleeping on San Diego Toreros. Portland at Pepperdine. I'm going with Pepperdine, and this one is the slightly better team. Wyoming at See, they keep doing shit like this. Give me Wyoming, man. Wyoming's way better than San Jose. San Jose, man. I can't even say their name, how bad they are. Wyoming's running laps around these boys. Sam Griffin and Co. is going to get the job done. Nevada at UNLV, and UNLV is the favorite. Before we get into that game, Wyoming and them boys, they already beat them by 2. San Jose is not going to win the game. Nevada at UNLV, and I'm going with Nevada in this one. Nevada is the truly better team. Truly better. You know what I'm saying? UNM, they on a big time home winning streak right now. Is UNLV. But when you see what Nevada's been doing as well, lost only by 1 point, went on the road, won against Utah State. That's not a small feat. You know what I mean? Give me these boys. Nevada to get the job done. That's how we're going to end the night off. I'm going to kick up 6 locks with y'all right here, right now. Give me the first lock of the day with Colorado at USC. I'm taking Colorado money line. Second lock of the day will be North Dakota. Give me North Dakota at Oral Roberts as the second lock of the day. Third lock of the day, it's going to be probably this Yale. I know Yale might be the underdog. If Yale's the underdog, I'm taking them as a lock. Third lock of the day. But we're going to leave them honorable mention just because we don't know yet. Third lock of the day. The true third lock of the day. It should be Indiana State. Sycamores. Give me the Sycamores all the way to 5. Third lock of the day. Fourth lock. It's going to be High Point. High Point is the fourth lock of the day against Radford. It's falling off a cliff. Fifth lock of the day is going to be Southern. Taking Southern as the fifth lock. NAU Northern Arizona is the 6th lock of the day. And honorable mentions for this video will be JMU, James Madison, laying a 20. Kentucky plus the 8.5. And last but not least, I'm taking Raging Cajuns again. Also, Weber State is a lock as well. That's a good mean 10 leg for y'all if y'all don't want to cook it up. Let's cook it up big. Let's beat the books. Big time tomorrow. Hella games to cook through. If y'all want a slight 3-teamer that I'm looking at on an earlier slate, slight 3 locks I'm fucking with for the earlier slate to get the damn bread going in the morning. I'm taking Hofstra. I'm taking Hofstra on the money line. Give me a UMass on the money line. And let's go with Florida. Lay the 4 points with Florida. If you want to throw 2 more teams on there in the early slate, I'd throw them boys throw Delaware in the over. I like Delaware in the over in them. And then the last lock for the early slate, I gotta go with my boys. Lemoyne. I gotta go with Lemoyne. 5 locks for the early slate. Let's win the books together, man. Let's keep doing this shit. Next video.